Hello everybody and welcome back to the ESFL back in your life 2 days in a row as we continue the amalgamation of UFC 4. Not the right word there, but it doesn't matter. The point is we are back again here Sunday night coming at you with another great card full of great competitors, some returning, some new fresh faces ready to kick things off at the start of the season of UFC 4. Tonight, the main event, we have the ever excellent and completely well-roundedly, diversely awesome competitor of Mr. Romero, and in short notice, T2Shifty filling in for Mr. Kinetic NRG, who is supposed to be competing in the main event tonight. We'll take a look at the fight card in a second and go through all the fights and who's what's what, and we will let you know. But first of all, let me introduce my co-commentator this evening. Oh, I'm Palin, by the way. Should have said that.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. I'm a Boxer, how are you tonight, sir?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't wait to get started in this card. We definitely got a very high level main event here. T2Shifty competed for the champion. I'm not ESFL championship before. And was he a champion before? And he's fighting against Romero, one of the best technical guys that we got out there, one of the best guys in the world. So tonight, man, we have a very special, some of the best guys in the world competing against this card. And I can't wait because we got a lot of analysis to do, just talking about the new game, all of the things that we learned. And the thing that's interesting, we're going to see how the best guys, at least from UFC 3, how their skills are going to translate over to UFC 4. And, we're learning daily. So this is just another data point that we're going to be able to grab and learn like how the game is played at its highest level.
Yeah, of course. You always learn and see something new in the ESFL, especially now this early in UFC 4's cycle. The game is technically not even out yet. A bunch of people have got access, obviously, because of EA Access, and some of the game changers and other content creators have been given access to. But like you said, constantly we're going to see new mechanics, new methods, and new ways of getting out of situations, creating, submissions, opportunities, and takedowns that we haven't seen yet. So keep your eyes out for things you can slide into your own game. Let me firstly say as well, congratulations on the victory last night, Mr. I'm a Boxer. You did well, sir. You did well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Anytime that you're in the main event or fighting in the ESFL and you have the commentators, we had 700 plus people watching last night. The UFC is involved. It's a lot of pressure, no matter where or who you're fighting. You still feel that. And it was very fun to be in that position, very honored to represent the ESFL fighting the Mangan community. And, just glad that we could come out there with a win. I had a great time and was honored to do it. That was a blast.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see you back as well. Right, let's take a look at the fight card this evening. That is the wrong one. Excuse me. There we go. The fight card this evening. There we are. A bunch of names you may recognize if you are an ESFL fan. Some of these guys have been competing since UFC 3 and beyond as well. Starting from the bottom up, we have Six-Man taking on Cassian, Calvin versus Mangan, Mr. Chippy coming in against Element Roots, Lexa making his return against Unnoticed Legacy. Great veteran matchup right there. Then Papa Duck is here tonight taking on one of the Elite Kings, EK Camp. Declan showing up representing EK tonight as well. Great fight there. ESFL's own Zaf taking on Find the Door. Another great matchup. What a nice little event there to kick us off, moving into the main card with Zarek taking on Lemus Khan. The Lemus making a return, always dangerous. And then we have our main man, El Presidente of the ESFL, Mr. Z Hunter 90, competing this evening against Palin. Excited to see what Z's bringing to the table. I know he's been working this game inside and out. Then we have Dabakan taking on Styles. What a matchup. That's going to be pure insanity. Peyton taking on Swiss. Another excellent matchup. Two incredibly talented performers in the ESFL. And then in the main event, T2Shifty filling in on short notice for Kinetic NRG, not here tonight. 5-round main event against the one and only RomeroXVII, who has been looking fantastic so far throughout the cycle of UFC 4. What do you think about that, Boxer? Anything stand out to you?
Yeah, man, it's a lot of things that stand out. I want people to realize how much talent is on this card. We got Find the Door, Papa Doc, T2Shifty, Shift Lebex. Like this card is really stacked. Like So I'm really excited to see these matchups, and we're going to talk about like how all of these technicalities unfold throughout tonight. So yeah, looking forward to a lot of matchups out here. I played against a lot of these guys, and they're very talented. So can't wait to get to the action.
All right, well, let's get into it. The first fight is ready to go. It is going to be Cassian taking on Top Mount MMA. And they are ready. They're in the picking stage. It looks like we've got a welterweight matchup. First fight of the evening.
Okay. All right. Who is it? Is it Masvidal and Usman?
That is right. Masvidal and Usman, sir.
Yeah. So
right there.
yeah. So last night I went with the Masvidal pick because Masvidal is well-rounded in this game. So he also has those 5 perks: force of nature, recharger, fast hands, weathering the storm, and crafty. So that's why I like Masvidal. He has fast punching speed of 95 punching power. So you really can't go wrong with that Masvidal pick. And let's see who Top Man is going to get. Is he going to go with Colby Covington? And you know in that case, the cardio is going to be really good, and he's going to be looking to take this fight to the ground.
I do want to point out tonight, and maybe the guys in the booth the back can correct me if I'm wrong. Are we banning fighters this evening that have the marathon perk? Because there has been some talk of it needing a rework and some change. So I think we may be not allowing marathon fighters, but if someone could confirm that in the back for me there. I don't know if Colby Covington has got it. Maybe just higher altitude for him. But like you said, welterweight matchup here. Great matchup, striker versus grappler in this opening round of the second UFC 4 card here at the ESFL Top Mount MMA, with the Colby Covington pick taking on Cassian there with Jorge Masvidal moving to the center. Let's get it on.
Yeah, and one correction about that Top Mount, Professor Sliv, that I didn't mean to say Top Man Stand, but yeah, Top Mount, we got it versus Cassian. So yeah, here we go. They're getting it right on in the ring right there. Masvidal versus Covington.
Nice.
They already got the takedown, Bailey.
Beautiful work there, just driving straight through, taking the outside leg reap. This is some non-legacy grappling controls. I'm very confused about it. This Cassian choosing to oh, this isn't good if he's going to be trying to stick to this here. I don't know how well he's going to perform on the ground anyway. Swept straight back there, back stuck in this half guard, tries to get the sit out, trying to move to ground and pound. I don't really know why he would do that. Tries to dig the underhook, and here's the short shots to the body, already on top. Look at the pressure from these straights, boxer.
Nice slip. Yeah, so he's using the legacy control, so he's going to be kind of limited on his options down there. So let's see. I think he's going to be stuck here, and this is going to be very tough for him to get out. I see he's trying to sway his head. He is missing some he is slipping some strikes and surviving at the moment, Bailey.
Yeah, he's doing his best here. Obviously, I think we both made the mistake. Legacy are the old controls. I don't know what we're calling these new ones. It's all good. It's all good. It's called assist control. Assist control is right, and he steps straight over into that crucifix position there, unable to do anything with it. Back to the side saddle now, rolling wisely to his back. Cassian trying to find a way back to his feet. He gets the get up here, but he's got that back clinch position, and he's going to drag him straight back.
Yeah, dropped him right back down, Bailey. I'm surprised he was able to get up with those assist controls, but he seems like he's holding his own.
Oh, just got out of the way of the knee there on the break from the clinch.
Yeah, and Professor Sliv there, he's a very talented guy. And then rock there, Bailey.
Nice and easy for him there. 2 knees in the clinch. Cassian not keeping them hands up to protect the head and trying to come forward with some pressure return on his own, but he keeps stepping in range here. He's got to do something. Good, solid MMA work right there. Grabbing the clinch as he steps in. Double knees.
Yeah, that was a nice hip toss, and that's a meta there. Whenever you go inside of that clinch, that hip toss is available. So you have to figure out what you want to defend. You want to defend your head, or do you defend the takedown? And so there it is, slam down again, and he's playing Colby Covington to his strengths, Bailey. And he's going to stick to you like glue and just try to wear you out with that stamina and that wrestling of Covington. That's how you want to play him. 100%.
This is a great performance so far from Top Mount MMA, just really mixing up the game. We saw a little bit of striking, takedowns from the clinch, ground and pound. It's great work right here. And this is what you want to do against the Masvidal. Just drag him down, take him down, keep him down, especially in the first round. Just soften him up, wear him out, chip away at that stamina, make the rest of the fight much easier going forward.
These are some big shots here, Bailey. What do you think? Is he going to be able to survive this? 10 seconds to go. He may get out of the first round.
I think he is going to, but he's definitely taken a lot of damage, and he's lost this first round for sure. There's going to need to be a serious game plan adjustment now. I'm just surprised at the commitment to the assisted control scheme here for Cassian. I do know that he wants to be a top 100 player in UFC 4, so I think this is his ESFL debut here. Sliv has been in the ESFL for some time. Coming in at the last minute replacement is Slivy, and definitely showing his well-rounded MMA game here, as Cassian's getting thrown in the deep end against a vet, and so far unable to really execute any part of his game plan. Nice roundhouse.
Body kick. Yeah, he wants to keep this fight on the feet if you're Cassian here. So he does not want this to go back to the ground, and let's see if he can wear some of that stamina out. I see he's going straight to the body there, and he's looking good on the feet against Covington.
Yeah, it's a lot of just forward pressure, just body kicks, and then the big left hook, I should say. So I think it's kind of that's a nice sprawl though. Good job on that, and then go straight for the guillotine.
Oh, is he going to go for the So he missed the guillotine attempt, top mount. Needs to kind of time those takedowns a little bit better, and let's see, is he going to go for the takedown outside of this clinch? And there it is, Bailey, and a nice hip toss there, and let's see what he can do now that he has a dominant ground position.
Stepped through on that one, stepped across the body, dragged him over the far side of the hip and right over the top. It was good work by Sliv there, grabbing another takedown. He's back on top in this full guard position again. Cassian just trying to hit these. I don't even know, like it's so weird seeing submit and then going for like a backside sit out or something. Well, maybe that guillotine, but who cares right there, because there's some damage from Sliv from the top position. Really pouring it on now, Boxer.
Yeah, he's pouring it on here, and I don't know if he's going to survive this because one more wrong slip, or if he misses a post, then it could be a tough night there. I mean, so with those, I was going to
say, that's easy work there for Sliv. Cassian just really forcing the action, trying to get back to his feet. Two just immediate transitions, no setups, and then, easily countered by Sliv, who just postures up and returns to doing this damage from full guard. Cassian's going to do much better work here at creating a different opportunity for himself to return to the feet if that's what he's trying to do. He needs to use the fakes, needs to throw some shots to create some GA, look to counter the posturing up of Sliv, because all he's doing right now is transitioning, getting denied, and then getting put back in this position again, and this is going to be it here, Boxer.
Yeah, this is some huge damage, but I will give Cassian some credit. He is surviving on this ground, and he's doing just enough to survive, but these are some huge shots here, Bailey, that's coming down right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to find a way out of this position, though, before the end of the fight. 1 minute left to work here from Sliv, who just keeps raining down those shots. These are all straight punches as well, and Cassian's got to find a way to time. Feet on the hips again. It's just immediate transitioning. It just shows a bit of greenness, really, in the grappling realm. If Cassian wants to come and compete, he's going to have to step up his ground game 100%. And there's the finish right there.
There it is, finally. And he was able to posture up into that stack guard position and get it. And that was just a good job there. First fight of the evening, late replacement there, coming in for Sliv. Great job. He's definitely one of the best talents that we've seen in the ESFL. Versus Cassian, who did a very good job fighting a very talented Sliv there. So he survived a lot, moved his head. But one thing that I would say, you want to look at probably getting some of those legacy controls, getting away from the assist in the ESFL, fighting the best and the top tier talent, because it's going to just give you more options to transition different ways and more submit options, etc. More options to get up. So, but great job to both of those guys.
Yeah, you definitely can't be using that control scheme at this level, unfortunately, for Cassian there. I know he showed up and wants to be a top 100 player. He's given a shot here on the ESFL card, first on the card. If he wants to come back, he's got a few things to work on. I'm sure we'll get him back for another one, but another performance like that, I don't know. I don't know if that's up to ESFL level, which sounds mean, but I'm trying to be real,
Well, these are the steps. You have to start somewhere. He came here, he got his feet wet, and he felt the nerves. He got a fight commentated, and he fought one of the best guys. So now he has that bar set to how good he needs to be. He'll go back, he'll look at the tape, get better, maybe come back up through some of these other leagues. And I'm pretty sure we'll see him again. But that was a good experience for him to have coming in ESFL. And good job. Congratulations to Top Mount MMA for getting that win.
Yeah, good job by Sliv. I mean, like you said, he has a name. Anyone in the ESFL who has a name, a name that's recognizable, Professor Sliv, it means they've been here for a while. They've at least accrued some kind of accolade within the community. Sliv has that name, and I'm sure he's very happy to just come pick up a relatively easy win for him here tonight. All right, let's keep moving here. We have Calv taking on Mr. Mangan. Right here, it's going to be featherweight matchup. They are ready to go. Let's move straight into the next one here, guys.
All right, let me get that link.
You can have a quick look.
So what do we know? What do we know about these guys, Bailey? Anything?
Calvin again is another budding. We have so much fresh talent with so much enthusiasm for the sport. As you can see, definitely considers himself a good striker. He is a vet here. Calvin has been competing in the ESFL for a while. He definitely, I think, wants to make a better showing of himself. Not that he made a bad showing previously, but I think he wants to really get up there and compete with some of those names like we talked about this season. So hopefully he'll get the chance. He can start racking some wins, stringing some good victories together. But he is taking on Mangan, who I believe is making his debut. Apparently, he wants to try and put Calv to sleep in the first round. It's going to be difficult to do that, to be honest.
So let's talk about this fighter selection. We see Max Holloway readied up there, and I think is Max Holloway on one of the ban lists or what? Is he? Does he have the no? Max Holloway is cleared, right? Yeah,
I think so.
He doesn't have the okay, cool. Yeah, so Max Holloway here versus Conor McGregor. Maybe we'll see the opposite this time. Because this will be a stand-up fight for sure.
There's a bunch of fighters on there, but I mean, Dillashaw, DJ, Tim Elliott, Formiga, Borg, Cruz, Edgar, Volk, T-Ferg, GSP, Angela Hill, Waterson, Van Sant. So there's a lot of fighters on there, but no, he is not on there.
Well,
all right, we're in the backyard. Box up.
Oh wow, is this the first time?
What happened?
The first time that we see what happened? What weird? What's wrong? I see the fight. Oh,
no, they quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Maybe maybe those guys will try to reconnect there. But yeah, that was a Bailey. I was getting ready to say that would be the first backyard fight that I've seen.
That would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I like the randomization. It adds a bit of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. So let's talk about let's say they go with Max Holloway and Conor McGregor, and how do you see that one necessarily playing out? You got Conor McGregor here. He has a 98 punching speed, so he's one of the fastest guys in terms of punching speed, and he has good power. The same thing, Max Holloway, just a step off of that 95 punching speed with 88 power. So, but the thing is, he's going to have an advantage in the kicking department with a kick power of 87. Well, Conor still has the advantage there too with 89 kick power. So yeah,
I mean that's the thing that's a big change from 3 to 4 is that we now have separate stats for kicking speed and kicking power. So it makes fighters who were very good all-rounded strikers now much more. You have to take a much more boxing heavy approach. People like Dustin Poirier, people like Max Holloway. Previously, you could throw your body kicks and your head kicks and your leg kicks in with your boxing, but now you actually have quite a disadvantage compared to some other people in that weight class, in that realm. So those are low-level techniques as well, so the animations aren't great. So you kind of are forced to play these fighters a little differently. So Max, you can kick with him, but it's not going to be anywhere near as effective as it used to be. So you now have to adjust your style to a bit more of a boxing heavy pressure kind of a style. And we'll see. I mean, obviously if you're playing against Conor, you don't want to be on the inside in the pocket trading. I've fought some Conor players, and you can be winning the fight and then just get one left hand dropped on you, if you're in close, and it will just ragdoll you to the canvas. It's quite a beautiful thing to see.
Now, one thing that I see where Max Holloway really stands out, he has a 99 cardio. So with Conor McGregor, his cardio is just a 90. So you're looking at a 9-point differential there. So if I'm using Max Holloway against Connor, I'm looking to try to go to the body as much as I can and try to wear that stamina out of Conor McGregor to slow him down. I think we got the fight underway again, Palin, right?
We're in the Kumite this time. Oh, man, they couldn't let it go. It had to be somewhere. Okay, we have Calvin, the ESFL vet, taking on Mr. Mangan. Let's see what these guys have got here. And don't underestimate the submission threat. 100% if I'm fighting Connor, I'm looking to submit him. That's his weakest area. Drag him down, choke him out, easy peasy. All right, no touch here. Superman punch right off the bat to get things started. Oh!
Yeah, but out here in the Kumite, this is our first time seeing that, and it's some cool sound effects and things of that nature. But yeah, all the rules still apply to MMA. Just a nice little environment that we got there, and nice little stand-up battle that we got going on.
Yeah, Mr. Mangan doing a great job executing these clean techniques at the perfect range, the perfect timing. Doing well, and he's also not sitting in the pocket with Connor. Has to be careful throwing kicks that close, though, because that will happen. A nice little check hook from Calvin, catching Mr. as he steps in, and just out of range for the clinch attempt there as well. I like he's trying to already mix it up, but that lead right hook of Calv is just catching him over and over again right now. Oh, nice head kick.
Yeah, I see Mangan. He's definitely controlling the range right now. He has Connor kind of like pressed back up against the ropes, but that was a nice little escape there by Calvin. And look, we already seeing the clinch.
Nice. Here we go. It's what we want to see for sure. Oh, there's the guillotine. Nice work by Calvin defending that. That's veteran right there. Just already knowing where the threat is. Unexpected threat, especially when you're playing Connor. If that's your, oh God, we're all over the place with this broadcast right now. If that's a weakness of yours, then you've got to be able to defend yourself in those situations.
Yeah, definitely. So already we seeing that people have already been studying, and they know how to get out of that guillotine. And you're going to have to know this type of stuff when you're fighting here in the ESFL. Seems like we have a little bit of problems.
Very choppy.
Let's see if it works itself out. Hopefully it works itself out. But yeah, that guillotine attempt there is something that a lot of people didn't know how to get out of, but we saw Calvin, he was able to back up and just easily get out of that guillotine.
All right.
Good job there.
It's all over the place. It's like watching a film, from the 90s on VCR or something here. All right, we've got 134 left in this round. We've seen a little drop right there by Mr. Mangan, putting him down. Now he's got the guillotine. Low on the stamina, but he's trying to snatch it up here, trying to take advantage of that submission defense weakness that Connor has.
It's an even race, but I think he's going to pull
it out. He's going to get it with the train.
Wow.
Sits down, pulls guard, snaps it up. There we go.
And Balin, you called it. You said that if you're fighting Conor McGregor, that you would go after his submission defense. He has a submission defense of 90, and that's exactly what he did. He was able to capture that standing guillotine up against the ropes there, and is automatically going to initiate the submission game. And if you stay in there long enough, you're going to have that chain and go down to the ground, and it's very tough to escape at that point. That is a highlight victory to pull that one off, man. I was very impressed with that.
For sure. I mean, a good job. You saw what his strategy was earlier on. He got that. He did a great job blending up. He grabbed the tie, landed like 2 knees and then an elbow, then pummeled under to the under over, then tried to get the guillotine earlier on. So he had a strategy in place to set that up. Looked like he wanted to finish with that technique. Like we said, that's a weakness on Conor McGregor. If you're playing against a Conor character, especially now, because it's so easy to blend all the elements of LMA, you definitely want to be clinching him, taking him down, or trying to submit him. So good work. Good decision making, landed some clean technique on the feet, some nice spinning techniques as well, turning side kicks, spinning back fists in there, and it was good performance as well. I mean, Calvin's a vet, we know this. Welcome in Mangan to the ESFL. Let's see if we can get him a better opponent next time out. And I think it's just been confirmed for those of you who are wondering, we are banning the fighters tonight who have the marathoner perk, because it is a little bit busted. But I think the UFC just confirmed that there'll be a day 0 patch to fix the marathoner perk. So when the game comes out, it will already be fixed. So don't worry about that. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So who do we have up next? I definitely will say, congratulations to both of those guys. But great job there for pulling out the victory for Mangan there. That was a really good job.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to see some of these other matchups as well now that we have that perk ban today, because
exactly.
people like Volkanovski are getting, you know, picked a lot, especially if you play online, just because of that reason. So, yeah.
Yeah, this does add a new, fresh perspective, because you do have so many fighters on that list right now. It's going to be a shorter list to choose from, and so people going to have to change up their game plan and get creative. But one thing, if you know how to play UFC, you can kind of apply your skill to no matter what fighter you choose.
Have you got a new favorite fighter model out of the new fighters?
Man, actually, the Cookie Monster. You guys got to check out the Cookie Monster. Yeah, Esparza. Her rainbow braids and stuff. It's a lot of pixels going on there. I like that one. That was. What about for you, babe?
I'll say that the 115-pound division, all of the women in there, they look great. Like they're all really. It's a fun division. For me, I like the new Cub Swanson model. He's one of my favorite fighters. They've given him some love. He looks great. He looks really good. New haircut, new beard. Cub Swanson's looking real nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see some of the things that I really notice about the game. It actually seems like it's going to be more meta in the game once everything gets implemented and rolled out, all the new changes and things of that nature. Like, it's really a nice progression. And one thing that I've seen and that I've heard from everybody, they're hooked. And I'll be honest with you, I'm more hooked on UFC 4 than I was on 3. And I'm just excited to get the season going. Once everybody understands the meta and who's going to be the top players. And it's just a lot to be learning right now in the early stages.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, I fully believe and hope that we should get some CAF play in here, some creative fighter. I've been going through World Championship with my creative fighter at the top level, top 10, fighting people with my CAF. It's 100% viable to use your creative fighter, and it's such a specific move set that you can just commit to learning one of those archetypes and getting good with it, and being able to then counter pick against the meta choices that other people take. The creative fighter archetypes, I've been having so much fun learning the Razor, learning the Vanguard, knowing exactly what sweeps I have on the ground, what are my best submissions based on the level, what techniques I should be throwing, what combinations are available. It's been a hell of a lot of fun getting in with the creative fighter. So I hope to see more of that. I really, really do. I think there's an untapped system there that I think we might see a shift towards, hopefully, because it's going to be a lot of fun if that's the case as well, I think.
Yeah. So do we know anything about these two fighters here that's coming up?
We do. So it's Mr. Chippy taking on Element Rods. How do you say that? Element R dots?
R dots.
R dots. I can tell you one thing about them. They're not ready to fight yet. They're still trying to get themselves together in the lobby. So Mr. Chippy, his goal is for UFC 4 to become one of the top players. I mean, this is kind of a same response from a lot of these new guys, isn't it, Boxer? Isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to see some call outs like, my goal is to smash, I'm a boxer, and break his legs or something like that. He is coming in trying to grapple, though. So we expect to see that from Mr. Chippy. He wants to ragdoll. Oh, no, he wants to drag him into a brawl. I read that incorrectly. My bad. So Chippy looking to brawl here tonight. An Element. He wants to get some wins, rack up some solid wins in the UFC, the ESFL, and he wants to start with stand-up, use the clinch, and then probably also look for the takedown. So could be a nice, well-rounded MMA fight here. The two are in the lobby, so let's take a look at what they pick.
All right, you touched on a lot of people just saying that they want to be the best in the ESFL, and that's what everybody's goal is. That I know my personal goal is just to get better than I was yesterday. Whether that was I learned something new, I'm more aware of something, because then the winning will come as long as you focus on that day-to-day grind of getting better, putting your time in, understanding the game, maintaining positive, and then that end game will come. So that's kind of what I focus on. So looks like they went with Usman and Masvidal.
Yeah, nice little matchup here. There are strengths and weaknesses on both sides. If you're Usman, though, I mean, the thing about UFC 4 right now is if you don't want to clinch or work the ground game, then you have to have systems and defenses in place to prevent that. Because if your opponent wants to grapple and they're coming forward, that makes it really hard for you. You can't dash in and step in because they can counter just by grabbing that single collar. You have to move your head off the center line to stop that hand coming out. So let's see if Chippy can avoid the grappling exchanges, if that's what he wants to do, because he wants to start a brawl. But right here, Element's choosing to take Usman, so we'll see how the fight plays out. First round, third fight of the night on this second UFC 4 ESFL exhibitional card.
All right, yeah, here we go. Touching the gloves, we got the classic matchup. We got a striker versus a grappler here, and already I'm seeing some high-level stuff here, Balin. I saw a pull counter there, so these guys know what they're doing on the feet, and let's see if Chippy can keep it on the feet there with Masvidal.
Yeah, Chippy doing a good job stringing together these three-punch combinations, going with the lead hook and the uppercuts as well. This is good solid meta combos and really keeping him in that range right in the end of the punches. Just work on the head and the block. Element throwing a body kick here, way too close. He needs to get out of here. He can't just sit. Either throw back, intercept, or move the head, because if you're taking all these shots on the block, again throwing kicks. He can't be throwing kicks right here. He has to find a way out of this position. Clinch, knee, move.
Yeah, Elements is going to have to do something, because that boxing of Masvidal is definitely superior than an Usman pickup, or he's going to have to try to find a way to get the fight to the ground, and that's where he wants it. Now he's out of danger, and he needs to take advantage of this situation and use Usman's 95 top control. But there it is. He's nice already back up, Balin. I think he's going to be in trouble here. Yeah,
Chippy showing good little veteran savvy there. Just immediately hitting the double fake and then straight back to the feet. This is the problem right here now, though. With UFC 4, some people, they'll just put the pressure on you, and you have to have ways to prevent it. Element just walking backwards blocking is not going to win him this fight. If you're not being the aggressor, then you have to set yourself up defensively for success, and just moving backwards blocking is definitely not that, especially at this level. Another lead uppercut right there. Double jab into the overhand, trying to pierce the block. Lead uppercut again on top, trying to finish with a ground and pound. Mr. Chippy taking it home here.
Oh, Balin, this is a huge left hand and big time uppercut there to send him down to the ground. And is he going to finish it? Nice way there.
He's got
there by Usman.
He's got
he was almost out there, Balin.
Right, damn. He's got 130 to put him away now. The stamina is low. He's burning himself out. You know, he is pouring it out the gas tank, but he's done so much damage already. There's those nice knees. Let's see if Elamu can grab a takedown here. He's just committing to the knees to the head. No stamina on him now, though. He's going to get backed up again with this cage pressure because he's left himself open. Nice lead hook to the body. Roundhouse. There's a nice shot on the outside there. Snap the 1-2 back down the middle. Real tough time dealing with this pressure is Element right now.
Yeah, one thing I see Elements really has to manage is short-term stamina.
That was beautiful. Straight right into the lead overhand. But he's got the back here. 18 seconds. Chippy down on the stamina.
Oh, Chippy knocked him down again, Balin.
I think we're a little out of sync, but it's okay.
14 seconds on my end.
Yeah, we just finished the round. See if you can do a refresh and see if we'll catch up. Let's try and resync this up for you guys at home.
Sync.
Okay. And we're just kicking off the start of the second round right here.
Second round.
All right, perfect. Good. All right, nice touch. So, yeah, definitely in a lot of trouble at the end of that first round was Element. He's got to find ways to move his head, maybe throw some elbows, or just try and grab this clinch. If your opponent is fighting with pressure, grab the clinch. It's right there for you every single time.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing what gets these wrestlers, they're not going to be able to hang with these boxers. You're going to have to be able to take him down just like he did right there.
Much
but
better.
Once he's down here, he needs to stay down here and use that top control that Usman has. But see, now this is a new position from here. That's a defend R1 and up. You need to be able to be aware of that. And look, Chippy back on the feet where he has the advantage. And look at there, a nice lead uppercut. Another nice lead uppercut. He's showing out here, Balin.
Chippy is just using pressure, and I'm just seeing Element make some slight mistakes here when he's in close. Maybe just throwing when he shouldn't. No hands up right there. The block's going to get broken. Just minor lunge to get out the way. Good job to avoid the overhand, but it kicks in that close. Real dangerous against Masvidal.
Yeah, Chippy has to watch out his stamina also because he is gassing out right now.
Oh, there's
trying
the
to
uppercut.
put Elements away, but another knockdown. If Elements can just get out of this danger and take the fight to the ground, he's going to have to understand how to get the right transition blocks to keep the fight down here. I mean, but he's surviving at the moment.
Whoa, don't speak too soon for that one there. The clinch is right there for him all day. I don't know why he doesn't just grab it, especially after circling out like that. He's working the body. This is good. Those lunges are really helping him. He's found a nice effective strategy to mitigate that pressure. Beautiful timing. Changed levels, ducked right under. Exactly what he wants. Now he can work his top game. Oh.
Yeah, see, he had, see that stamina? The stamina is real low right now for Chippy, so he's still in danger, especially he has a minute 41 to work. And let's see what happens here. I would go to the head. I would go to the head.
Right down the middle. Oh my God. Elements.
He was one shot from coming back. He needs to understand how to keep the fight to the ground with his transition blocks. He was right there, but now Chippy is
there. We go.
Back to the ground.
This is what he needs to do.
Oh, what do you see, Bailey?
I mean, UFC 4 more than ever is an MMA game, and if you're losing the striking, you have to mix it up. But no block left, knocked out there, down and cold with the rear uppercut off the overhand. Too much damage too soon, you know, boxer. Too much damage too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Hey, but no matter which way that fight goes, both of those fighters did what they had to do, because I really felt like when Chippy was on his feet, the match was going to be over. And then right there at the end, Elements, when he took the fight to the ground, one more punch, it could have been a whole different story. So it's just about, hey, you didn't get your transition blocks and it went back to the feet, and look at that clean knockout there by Chippy. That was a nice classic grappler versus striker there. That was a good match.
Yes, indeed. A nice fight there between a vet and a newcomer. But I mean, there are a lot more things Element probably could have done to help himself out in that matchup, especially in that opening round. He took so much damage just wilting under that pressure. Walking backwards, holding block, especially in UFC 4, is not going to get you the victory. The block breaking mechanic happens so much faster. It's much easier to cut the cage and stay on your opponent. It's exactly what Chippy did and kept on the pressure. So Element really needed to find another strategy there. More ducking under to shoot those takedowns. The clinch was right there so many times for him. He'll just reach out and grab it, throw some knees, slow down the pace of the fight. He threw a couple of body kicks in close as well, which made it very easy for Chippy just to come over the top with the right hand and the uppercut. So some adjustments definitely need to be made by Element there if he wants to compete like he says he does in the ESFL.
Yeah, that was so what I saw, it was very close. One thing about the game that I like, Kamaru is a wrestler. You got Masvidal, the boxer. When I'm boxing now with Usman, it didn't feel as dangerous as I did with UFC 3, and that's how it should be, because you got the wrestler. He doesn't have the best stand-up striking, and whenever you're in there trying to throw hands with the boxer, you can feel like, yes, they do have the more speed, they do have the more fluid punches to land that power, but when you get that fight into the realm of a wrestler, you need to be able to keep it there. It's better to take your time and look for that transition block and do your thing. But even still, with all of the mistakes that Element made, he had a chance to win. I felt like he was one punch away on the ground.
He very close.
Congratulations, to both of those fighters. Amazing job. Can't wait to see him back in the ESFL. Look at the tape, understand what you did wrong, but congratulations to Chippy. It has to feel good right now, coming out your first fight in the ESFL and getting such a spectacular win. So that was great.
Indeed. Right, we're going to move on to the next fight. Now, ready to go. Lexa and Unnoticed Legacy both making their return here for UFC 4 in the ESFL. Lexa coming in saying his goals are to stay within the top 25 to 50 of ranked, keep working hard, and likes to, knock those people out, but trying to improve his grappling this time around. I think very aware that, you know, it's an MMA game. You got to play to your strengths. You got to use all facets of MMA if you want to get the win and pull the victory out. He expects it to start out slow, does Lexa, but he thinks he can get the win. Second or third round KO. An unnoticed legacy here. He's had way too many split decisions in the ESFL. Yes, he says that. He recognizes it, and he says he's ready wherever the fight goes, which is good.
Okay, yeah, it's good. So yeah, we definitely got some people with a lot of experience here, and we should be able to see UFC 4 right now being played at its highest level from both of these guys. Lexa, unnoticed legacy right there with that RDA pickup, and yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see they touching glove. Let's see Poirier with that nice new model tattoos. I like it. All right, what do you see, babe?
Well, Lexa already coming straight forward with the pressure. I like the straight shots down the middle. Beautiful use of that switch kick right there. I love the new animation of the switch kick. He did a good job throwing it from planted, but you can circle throw that switch kick as well off that lead leg and set up some really nice angles for yourself. But you can see Lexa's traditional pressure style here, but he's being nice and calm and patient. Throwing the jab, and there's the big left hand. I was going to say, he pulled on there earlier. 2 shots to the body. And up top with the hook to finish. Doesn't take much when you're playing Dustin Poirier.
Wow, what a very powerful. Was that a right hand or left hand
hook,
there?
big left hook.
Yeah, big left hook from Lexa there, and he has to be up here early in these rounds with the striking, but you gotta watch out for those leg kicks there coming in from RDA from Legacy. He may try to look to chip his legs down and take away some of that power. Another big left hand there coming from Lexa.
Definitely you want to hit Dustin Poirier with them leg kicks. I think he's like an 80 switch stance. It would be an effective strategy to force that orthodox position. Probably help you as a southpaw as well. Nice inside leg kick. That's much better from Legacy. I was going to say something real trouble with the range of Lexa, who's floating around on the outside. As RDA, you do have a much shorter range. You can counter nicely, but there's a beautiful outside leg kick. Return to the body with the straight. Another switch to the body there as well. Much better work from unnoticed legacy. Just needs to settle in here as well. Got to be careful throwing too many kicks, especially if Lexa chooses to step in and close that distance, because he will eat those short stationary hooks that will do big damage with the vulnerability windows if you're caught throwing those kicks. But let's see if Lexa can't mix it up, land a takedown or two, but doing a great job now in the second half of this first round with the kicks on the outside.
Yeah, I see he's doing a good job. You can see that right leg health there. It is going down, so this is going to affect the power there of Lexa.
Nice.
But he's up with it with that rock. And yeah, let's see if he sticks to the game plan by attacking that leg and hitting that switch stance there. He has a switch stance of 90. Nice work to the body.
Beautiful
also.
Muay Thai. Yeah, this is Lexa now. You can see he's forcing the jab. He's stepping in whilst jabbing, or he's on the outside too worried about these leg kicks. So before he was stepping into range and then 1-2ing down the middle nice and clean, and now he's having to force and step in. But there's a nice adjustment by Lexa, getting off the center line to hit the straight, close the distance with the follow-up lead hook here as Lexa tries to put some pressure. Nice lead body kick by himself. Dustin's kicks are nowhere near as good as they were in UFC 3, so you've got to be careful. Nice straight left into the roundhouse, same side, and Legacy's going to have to find a way to keep this distance once again to slam back those leg kicks.
Yeah, those leg kicks that we're talking about, 93 power there for RDA, so he's definitely doing a lot of damage each time, but let's see if he can land more leg kicks here before the end of the first round.
Nice.
Only 10 seconds to go.
Hooks on the inside. There's the switch again.
Nice body kick.
Great Muay Thai display there from Legacy. Really, really good. But there, caught throwing the kick on the inside. That's all it takes now. It's been an incredibly frustrating adjustment for me to have to realize that there are some fighters in this game who want to step in and throw combos in close hooks. And if you throw a kick, you'll get rocked almost every time. You have to be so careful with shot selection.
Yeah, definitely.
And right there, he paid for that switch kick to the body.
Yeah, in close throwing kicks, you open yourself up in that vulnerability window. You can catch a rock with one punch is what we saw. They touching it up for round 2, coming out, and he's staying with it, throwing that kick to the body, trying to work on that
Beautiful.
Stamina. All right, nice leg catch there. Spinning elbow.
Nice. Slips off the center line, straight to the body. Nice return right here from Legacy. This is great Muay Thai again. I keep saying it. Snapping the inside leg kick, the outside leg kick. But Lexa making the adjustment. You know, he's trying to find the home for his pressure boxing, and slipping off the center line to close a distance like that will work, and came back over the top with a big lead hook there, followed by the big left hand. There's a nice front kick. Straight short left again by Legacy. The double jab doing work for Lexa, though, really letting him cover that distance quickly. But he has to be careful when exiting there because he's still eating these leg kicks, Boxer.
Yeah, he definitely is, and that's what I'm seeing right now. I see those leg kicks. That's his strategy. But upstairs,
nice.
When you get that Dustin Poirier pickup, that punching speed, he has a slight advantage.
Beautiful.
Of 95 there. And now here's the takedown here of RDA, and let's see if Legacy can keep this to the ground. And look at those fakes there. He goes into half guard, and let's see if he can posture up and land some devastating strikes from the ground. He definitely wants to do some damage here to catch up.
Oh,
all right, let's see how it plays out.
Oh, great ground and pound
to the wrong side. Yeah, posting to the wrong side. He was able to land some pretty good damage there from the top.
I love the adjustment by Legacy as well. Shoot the takedown, 3 minutes left in the first round when he did it. I mean, Poirier is not too good off his back this time around. His grappling stats have taken a hit. And if you're on top with RDA, this is just excellent pressure, winning rounds, doing damage. 100% you should be shooting that takedown as soon as you can. He did it right there.
Yeah, nice. I saw him trying to post and frame, but RDA throwing some strikes, some straight strikes, and those are the ones that you want to slip and evade. So let's see, is he going to be able to posture up? He may have found a weak spot here on Lexar. And let's see, going to the body, ripping strikes up top. One strike got posted. And yeah, there it is. Man, that's the meta there. Are you going to throw a round strike? Are you going to strike to the body? Are you going to throw a straight strike? And you have to be able to defend all of that.
Now, I want to see some MMA.
Oh!
Nice switch to the head as well. Legacy really feeling himself right now. Lexar coming into this saying he wants to get better at grappling, but all he's able to do right now is double jab his way on the inside. You're just going to take some smart decision making. Nice front kick from Legacy here. This is it. This is just excellent, excellent strategy. Exactly what we need to do. If he's pressuring, grab the single collar, nice shot, and straight back to the map. This is exactly how he should be playing this fight, and it's getting him these rounds so far.
Yeah, I think Legacy is noticing something there. He wants to get the fight to the ground, and he has multiple ways to do it this year. You can go through the clinch, obviously pretty easily. You got to understand the meta of what to do there, and nice straight shots. Or he can wait till he has grapple advantage on the feet and go to the ground. But I think Legacy is really looking to win this fight by ground and pound now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think he'll just continue mixing it up. That's what he should do. You know, don't let Lexar get comfortable. Don't let him find a rhythm. He landed that beautiful head kick. Didn't even set that up, just threw it and timed it really well. Lexar's committing to this double jab and slipping off the center line to throw that straight. That's what's letting him close the distance. But he has to kind of walk into range a little bit more because the way he's just stepping in, double jabbing isn't great. And it's leaving himself open to getting caught. And Legacy's doing a great job managing this range right here.
Yeah, one thing I will say right now, I got this fight 1-1, and so whoever wins this round, I got them taking the fight. And right now, we got Lexar pouring on the pressure there to Unnoticed Legacy, and he's still going to the legs there. Let's see if he can manage to get a leg rock or then take this fight to the ground. Nice body shot, nice head shot. I don't know, man. Legacy is picking his shots wisely.
Oh, he's going to get out of there.
He has a lot of air. Yeah, he has to get out of there. Either circle away, move his head, or take this fight to the ground.
And Lexar's going back to what he did in the first round. Now he's walking himself into range. He's not jabbing into range. He's walking into range. And when he's in range, he's throwing. There's the nice outside leg kick. Oh, the head kick as well. And then back to the leg. Legacy.
One more.
Clinic.
Now he has the switch, and now you're going to see a slightly
move his head.
Depleted Poirier, but he's still pouring it on. And we saw him putting on that. He worked for that right leg since the very first round. And look at there, Lexar is going to the body, going upstairs, man. He is really pouring it on right now.
If you're getting this much pressure, he needs to clinch. He needs to shoot the takedown. He can't just walk backwards and block. It's not going to win him the fight. There we go.
All right, to the ground here, and this is exactly where Legacy wants to be. All right, he got a transition block. Let's see if he can posture up a couple of fakes to the right there. I know he wants to posture up and then throw some of those heavy strikes from the top position.
Nice.
Look at that right leg still blinking, Palin.
That's going to be a flashing traffic light for the rest of the fight, I think.
Wow, so it didn't recover at all. It's just flashing.
Let's see
okay,
if he
that
can...
right leg is exposed. The right leg is exposed. Is he going to go for
Beautiful.
it? He got another takedown.
That's what you want to see.
Oh, yeah, when he got up, yeah, your position switch, and nice knee there. I don't know if it landed. All right, 127 left to go here. 1-2, nice combination. Let's see what Lexa has to answer.
Oh, again, he throws the leg kick naked, and Lexa steps in with the 1-2. He's got to be careful doing that. His head health isn't high. The double jab right hand through the middle will cause a rock if he just sits and snaps that leg kick. So he has to be careful about trying to intercept Lexa as he comes forward here, because that's when he's vulnerable to these big hands of Lexa coming through the top like there. He tried to throw the straight right. The double jab came right through. Nice pull counter straight right, though, and there's another takedown.
Look at there. Another takedown. It's going to be hard to stop these takedowns with a hurt leg. And one thing that I like about this game, Dustin Poirier, that leg is exposed, and you see he's cognizant of it. He doesn't want to stay on that southpaw position because he knows that right leg is exposed, and he just whipped on a huge strike there. Down on stamina, 1 second left. Wow, Palin, I don't know who took that matchup. I have no idea. I don't want to be the judges right now. What do you think?
It was pretty close. Lexa knocked him down in that first round and landed some big shots in the second on Legacy. Also knocked him down in the second, though, so it's probably down to the third round. Like you said, Legacy, I think, probably is going to walk away with it. But a good showing by both fighters. I love the Legacy Muay Thai, though.
You know what happens when you show them great? Well, both of them raising their hands. So let's see.
2 scores it, 9-28. Dos Anjos.
And the winner?
And Judge 3 scores it, 9-28. For the winner by split decision, Dustin.
Oh!
Wow.
Unnoticed Legacy sweating that one, literally coming into this fight, saying he wanted to avoid split decisions as he's had too many in the ESFL. And what happens in his first UFC 4 fight? He gets a split decision, but it goes his way this time. Lexa walking away with the win over Legacy. And that's got to be frustrating for Legacy, because in his mind he probably feels like he fought the perfect fight. He landed beautiful Muay Thai combinations, timed everything really well. It's just the mistakes in shot selection in a very rare occasion, and the pressure from Lexa that cost him that fight, because whenever he threw those kicks a little too close, Lexa was able to capitalize and step into range and land them big shots. So you can appreciate the fluidity and technicality of the stand-up game of Legacy, because he was hitting beautiful, well-timed, and really did a great job mixing up his Muay Thai techniques. But Lexa showing there, if you've got good pressure and you can dip and throw the right hand and keep the boxing, break the block in close, you will walk away with a fight, and that's what he did right there.
Yeah, I think you said it all, Palin. Congratulations to Lexa. That was a great analysis there. Obviously, Untold Legacy did not win the second round. So yeah, that was surprising to me. I thought it was gonna go the other way. But Lexa came out with the victory there, even though at the very end that leg was hurt half of the last round. But yeah, just didn't do enough to get it done. And Lexa, yeah, congratulations. Nice strategy there, nice meta. That was a good fight.
Well played. Yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely seeing lots of different ways and ways to win right now, especially in ranked and here in the ESFL. If someone's coming at you with that much pressure, you can't back up and just block, because they will be able to continue to pour on the pressure. You're not giving them a reason to stop coming forward. You've not exited off the center lines. You're still against the cage. Your block's going down. Your head's taking damage. You have to find a way to stop them coming forward, either by throwing those teeps and creating space, grabbing the clinch. If they're running at you, just slip, grab the clinch. You're right there. Like, if you're not going to be the pressure fighter, then you have to come up with a more effective strategy to stop it, then just walk back with blocking. Now, Unnoticed Legacy did a great job, mixed up lots of techniques, used the leg kick. He did a good job doing that, but it was just the occasions where he didn't was when he got caught, and that's what cost him the fight.
Yep.
All right.
So who do we have here coming up next? We got Declan versus Top. Now we're getting into like some of the ESFL greats when you talk about the fighters at this high level. EK Declan versus Papa Doc, ex-ESFL champion. So anytime that you have ascended all the way up to ESFL greatness and held a title. You have and are like the best in the world, top 10 in ranked in UFC 3. Papa Doc is the best of the best, one of the elite guys on the stand-up and on the ground, just a cerebral fighter here, and can't wait to see his debut for UFC 4. This is going to be a good one.
This is an exciting matchup right here. I can't believe this is only the fifth fight of the night, because both these guys are, you know, like former champs and have had title shots, and this is really, really high level matchup between two vets. This just could Hermanson versus Souza. What a matchup. I love it. Declan, obviously a member of the EK camp, the Elite Kings camp. Well-rounded fighters coming out that camp always. They are known for how well-rounded they are, so I fully expect Declan to mix this fight up. And Papa Doc with a Jacare pick. He loved him in UFC 3. Now in 4. Let's get a touch-up. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, wow, yeah. Hermanson, a new fighter here in UFC 4. And look at Papa Doc already. Papa Doc already with the meta. He went upstairs. And look at this. I hadn't even seen these animations.
I love all the new animations. So good.
Showing so much control here, and he has one of the best ground fighters. But look, Hermanson back up top. Declan, let's see what this EK camp has to bring, because they're known for their grappling also. And one thing about Hermanson has that 86 top control, so you want to take that fight 96 top control. Look at there. A huge hip toss there by Papa Doc. He's been putting in work.
Oh, I love it. We're seeing so many people that normally, I mean, Papa Doc's always had elite grappling, but people who have predominantly strikers just mixing it all together. I love it right here. And Papa Doc again in this top position with Jacare. Not where you want to be as Declan. Hermanson is a fantastic grappler, but like you said, mainly from the top, using the arm triangle fake to get a free posture up, raining down big shots right here.
Goodness.
Papa Doc just pouring it on Declan.
Papa Doc putting people on notice. Papa Doc looks like he is already so familiar with these controls, and it seems second nature to him. I know this is his position here, and he can do a lot of damage here. As he's dropping it down on Declan right now, landing big bomb.
Declan did a great job right there, faking the transition to sprawl, went back to the half guard, but that is real bad. Arm triangle locked in tight right here. We're going to see if we can push the submission here. Oh, nice job. Declan's working well right there.
Doing a great job. Even though he does not have that much stamina, he is doing a great job here. But see, Hermanson has a 97 submission defense.
Oh, stepped over, gonna push the hip down.
Look at that. Oh man, it's so balanced. This submission game is so balanced. Look at there, even though he hadn't took a lot of damage. I think he's gonna escape Palin, and
the hips go down. He got him.
He got it. Oh my goodness. Papa Doc came out here and submitted Declan in the first round with Jacare Souza. Wow.
That's it, man. Beautiful.
What a close race there that we can look to see who's going to escape and who's going to get submitted. That one could have went either way. I really thought that Declan was going to escape that one. That's some high-level stuff there that we just seen.
Yeah, I'm sure Declan's a little bit, upset with himself. Maybe he feels like he didn't give his best showing there. But when you're against someone like Papa Doc, who is a ground fighter, has amazing grappling, and now has even more ways to take the fight there, you have to be so careful. I mean, we saw Declan throwing punches over the top of the clinch there as he was getting hip tossed. I think you got to be aware that if someone's playing Jacare, you need to avoid that ground game at all costs, especially if you want the top position. So I don't know, man. That's just a real tough matchup. Papa Doc is so good at this game,
So one thing. So the submission offense there from Jacare is a 90 versus UFC 3 is like a 99 or something like that. So Hermanson was definitely well equipped with a submission defense of 97 to handle Jacare's submission game, and that's exactly what we saw. We saw a very close race. I actually thought he was going to get out of that, but at the end there, he probably lost it. Just exciting stuff. And this is one thing that I like just in general. When you see the best players play this game, you really see like where the excitement is, because that's the first time that I've seen a submission race, just that tight.
Yeah.
And this is stuff that we did not get a chance to like do that's new in UFC 4. And that's some exciting stuff, man. Wow. Congratulations to Papa Doc, really putting people on notice with that.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see where Papa Doc goes in ESFL for UFC 4. That was some impressive stuff.
I'm really, really liking the feel of UFC 4 right now in terms of like a competitive scene, especially because it is going to have to be like you're going to have to come in prepared to fight everywhere. Woo! You're getting everywhere. It's like there's so many different ways to get the takedown. If your strategy is only to strike, then you better have amazing takedown defense. You better be prepared to slip, to counter the hand coming out to grab the single collar. Because if you don't, I mean, if your strategy is just to strike, you're gonna have a real tough time. And there's lots of ways to pick up different fighters for that as well. But anyway, right, let's move on to the next one. Zaf is taking on Find the Door right here. And middleweight again.
Yeah, now this is a very interesting matchup right here. You got Zayev here, very, very active member in the community, very positive member in the community, versus Find the Door. And I fought Find the Door, and just like in UFC 3, a lot of that skill and a lot of that talent is transitioned over to UFC 4, and Find the Door already is very skilled at this game. So Zayev has his hands full right now with Find the Door.
Yeah, Zayev is always a very active member of the UFC community on Twitter, in Discords. He's a great guy. He's a member of the ESFL team, always looking to help people and help promote the community as well. And he's a good competitor. He wants to become the champ. He feels like he can get there. And he thinks he can grab a sub in the first round. That's why he's gone with the Jacare pick. So, like we said here, we've got a Costa pick. Let's see if Find the Door can keep it on his feet, because if you're Costa, you've got one way to win.
This is Find the Door's favorite character. He calls him PC. He's like, oh, you want some of my PC? Oh, yeah, let's see. Let's see. And this Jacare pickup, we already know the meta. We want it. Oh, no glove touch there, Palin.
It's aggro already. Nice pressure by Ziaf. Oh. Good job. Nice slips by Find the Door. Already moving his head off that center line. That's going to help stop those clinch attempts as well. Ooh, whiffs on the uppercut there, though.
Oh, you got to watch out for that power, Palacasa.
Nice. Straight away. Good work.
Oh, look at Zayev with the huge takedown there. In a huge right hand. Dropping bombs there. Let's see what is he going to be able to get out.
Oh, straight with a get up. Unfortunate for Zayev. Worked hard for that takedown. Got him against the cage. Might be able to find a home for something. Breaks away again. And there we go. Single collar clinch is what I mean. If your strategy is just to strike, you're going to have a tough time. You've got to create space. You've got to punish those people stepping forward. Move your head. And this is over already.
Wow. Zayev coming in and beating Find the Door. Putting people on notice. That was a huge win. Find the Door is... I've fought him before. He is very talented. But Zayev, man, all around here, just getting the job done. This is a huge win for Zayev and really elevating his name by beating Find the Door here very quickly in the first round. Wow. Yeah,
great job by Zayev. I don't think he even took a punch to the face. I know Find the Door loves that Paulo Costa pickup, but I'm telling you, it's going to be so hard. If you just want to strike, it's going to be really hard. I mean, you can do it. You just have to change your strategy. You have to employ, different techniques in order to keep your opponent off and away from you, because you're going to end up on your back if you're not careful. Or just always be aware of the trips in the takedown. Don't even try and strike back. If you don't want to go to the ground, watch the takedowns, get out. I can't really speak for anyone. Find the Door's a great competitor, and Ziaf just executed a perfect game plan.
I mean, even with me yesterday, you notice I even walked around with my hands down, just because I was just so aware of, hey, if the fight goes to the ground, you could be in trouble, and you have to be aware of that, because people can take you down at a moment's notice, and you can just get in trouble. So that's what we saw there. I'm pretty sure Find the Door will come back recollect himself. But Zayev has to be feeling really good with that huge win in the ESFL. Congratulations to Zayev on his first win here against a great competitor. But yeah, like you said, Palin,
made it look easy.
You're gonna have, yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take losses like that and understand that like there's a weakness there. You know, you need to work on your ground and pound defense because he only postured up twice and he was able to finish him. Now, you know, it was good shot selection from Zayev from the top, good speed on it. He just really unloaded. But again, you know, like you can see some mistakes. Some mistakes were made. And Find the Door's been competing for a long time since UFC 2 with that Nogueira pick. Right, he's been around for a long time. He's better than the performance he just put on, I'm sure. Right, next we have Zarek and Lemus Khan. These two are just getting themselves ready to jump in right here. And I want to see some calves, damn it. Someone create a fighter. I'll kick off.
All right, what do we know about this next matchup here? Zarek. I haven't seen Zarek yet versus Lemus Khan. We definitely know him. So what do you know about these two fighters? Well,
Zarek, he wants to keep the fight standing to put on a show for the ESFL viewers. That's a nice sentiment. Let's see if he can do that because he's fighting Lemus Khan. Lemus Khan was a champion. I think he was the first man to ever beat Kinetic NRG. I might be wrong about that. When UFC 3 dropped, Kinetic was reigning supreme, and Lemus Khan came in with that Cody Garbrandt, put a stop to that run. And Body Vegas MMA once more is what he says. Lemus Khan, I quote, "I need revenge on Dimar and a win over Zach to complete my collection." He expects a stand-up affair. He knows his opponent is precise on the feet, and it will be a tough matchup for Lemus Khan. He's aware of that. But honestly, if he wants to get a win over Dimar and Zach, you got to believe he's working on that jiu-jitsu boxer. I mean, damn.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, those guys are masters on the ground. They are wizards on the ground. So, yeah, if you want to do that, you definitely better know what you're doing. So, what are we seeing here on the stream? Are they ready? Whitaker versus Whitaker? Is that what I'm saying?
That is right. That is right.
They're looking...
I just want to point out there, I've just seen it on the fight card. Lemus Khan representing Team Gauntlet. Never heard of him. Have you heard of Team Gauntlet?
Okay. No, I guess that's a new fight camp coming out here, and yeah, let's see who's all a part of that gauntlet. So let's see first fight from that Team Gauntlet here. Let's see
Kumite.
How it is. Kumite. So yeah, sit back and enjoy these sound effects, and we got Robert Whitaker versus Robert Whitaker.
I've never heard the music before. This is so intense.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
too focused on that. All right.
Yeah, nice little feel, different vibe.
All right. Right hand pitched over the top there by Lemus Khan. Again, landing it right on the end. Nice hook as Zarek's trying to close the distance, leading with that new step-in lead hook over the top. 1-2 down the middle. This tight camera angle making it all the action. 1-2-3 again. 1-2 slip this time. Catches him with the 3, though. One more time. And Lemus Khan fighting off the back foot, trying to make the reads. There's the takedown there already. There's a stuff elbow on the break, though. Good job.
Yeah, that was a nice job on that takedown defense. What I'm seeing here is both of these guys look skilled on the feet. Good right hand there by Lemus Khan. And these guys are going at it. They're stepping in lead hook. They got all the tools. Let's see who comes out on top here. These guys looking pretty even right now. I think Zarek needs to watch his stamina because Lemus Khan has the stamina advantage right here. Nice kicks to the body.
Lemus known for his boxing, doing a good job stepping through with that right hand so far. But Zarek's lead hook has been money all night for him. I'm sure he'll go back to that. There it is again, catching him just on the tip of it. And Lemus Khan still floating around the outside, now trying to bait roll under. He tried one takedown earlier, didn't get it. There it is again, just out of range. A nice job using the footwork of Whitaker to stay away from that.
Hey, nice body shot there by Zarek's able to actually sneak one in there. He needs to manage his stamina just a little bit better. But look at that huge right hand there. You never know what happened.
And there you see it. He stepped in to throw a leg kick, didn't set it up. One right hook was all it took to get a rock right there. You have to be so careful when you're kicking. Like one mistake just out of range, that's what happens. Nice left hook again. And another left hook.
going to be hard to get out of this position. He needs to pull on that pressure right there, Palin. He seemed like he had him. He let him off the hook.
Oh,
But
straight
now,
right
look
down
at-
the middle, double jabs into the lead hook again. Nothing doing. The block is just barely up for Lemus. He's got to circle out or find a way out of here. Going straight back with the pivot. There's another one. Zarek just staying on, pouring the pressure. Lemus flashing red here. Knees up the
Knees
middle.
there. Wow. All in the first round. He already has a knockdown on Lemus Khan.
Jab,
Moving his
slip
head,
straight.
nice flip. All right. Oh,
There's some
nice
great
takedown.
adjustment from Lemus. Didn't get it like you said, Boxer, but grabbed the clinch. It's a nice adjustment.
Yeah, those takedowns here for Robert Whitaker only 85. So that's probably why we're seeing a lot of takedown denials here. These guys was able to keep it right there on the feet.
Good job. All right. Interesting first round. Lemus definitely getting a little bit overwhelmed by Ziaf as he put the pressure on. Keeps throwing that left hook, maybe duck underneath it, try and come up with an uppercut, find a counter to it, because that left hook was money all day. 1-2. Again, dropped him right there. Good solid pressure. So he slipped. Ate the straight right though.
Yeah, so with Lemus Khan, ex-champion of the ESFL, I want to see him come out, recollect himself, and see how he can make a comeback. He's definitely down one round, so let's see what he does in the second.
Inside leg kick misses to the overhand. Zarek's gone back to that before. And we'll see if he jumps in with that darting left hook again here. Lemus has to be careful not to throw any naked kicks like he did earlier. That's what got him rocked initially, and it was all downhill from there. There's the duck under. More of that to get under the hook as well will do him nicely. Already the adjustment to the uppercut, though, by Zarek making the read. And Lemus trying to find a home for these slips. I was going to say his counter shots are there. Nice return on the right hand and the clinch. Before I can say it, Lemus is already doing it. Great adjustments. This is what he needs to do, Boxer, to change up the pace of this fight, to deal with the pressure of Zarek.
Yeah, definitely. If somebody is kind of overwhelming you on the feet, it's definitely
There we go. Left hook.
Right.
Putting the pressure on
Even if-
Zarek. Taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, definitely. And look at that grapple advantage. He can do whatever he wants to with him right now. Lemus Khan already has another knockdown here to even this fight up. And look at there. He's just working, slowly grinding his way, and nice hip toss.
Beautiful.
The fight is now to the ground, baby.
Almost like a lateral drop. That one elevated him, turned him sideways, end up in side control. Great position. And this is what you want to see here from Lemus. I mean, if someone is coming at you full pressure style, 100%. Grab the single collar, beat him up against the cage, take him down, change up the fight. You know, if they're fighting with that much pressure, you don't have to accept it.
Yeah, exactly. And just like we thought we was going to see Lemus come out, change up the game plan. This guy's a champion. He's been through the paces, so he's just going to make an adjustment right here. He's wearing on that stamina. He's taking his time right here. But look, the refs are like, all right, we've seen enough. You got to bring this right back to the feet here. And let's see what happens. Let's see if Zarek now can come and collect himself and get back to what he did good to start this fight off.
Yeah, that left hook is money for him. Let's see if he can land it. Snuck it in there. There's a big right hand left hook, like we said. Overhand into that left hook. Lemus got to cover up. It's over.
Goodness,
It's
baby.
over.
What a combination. Just that quick. Very high level matchup on the feet. What do you see on this analysis?
Oh, man. Left hook all day for him over and over again. Able to land it, committed to it. Zarek, beautiful overhand. I think it's a haymaker and Robert Whitaker into the left hook. Boom.
Yeah,
Out.
haymaker,
Cold.
left hook. Wow. Great looking combination there.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
Lemus-
just look at those animations.
Lemus was trying to jab right there, I think. He stepped in. You got to be careful stepping into range. The vulnerability damage is so high in UFC 4. The worst thing that can happen is you get caught whilst throwing your own technique, especially leg kicks or any kind of kick. But right there, stepped in to throw something, a jab or a right hand. And got cracked with the overhand, maximizing that vulnerability right there and just taking him out cold.
Yeah.
Good work by Zarek. Looking strong, looking strong.
Yeah. It's definitely good to come out here and win one of your exhibition matches, but the game is still new. Updates are still being made, so I'm pretty sure we'll see all of these people coming back stronger, better than ever, ex-champions. Man, this card is stacked, and I can't wait to see how everybody's game just develops. But that was a beautiful combination there. That overhand left hook there just to end the night, man. That's some good stuff there. By Zarek. So
I'm sure.
I know he's excited. Yeah,
I'm sure Robert Whittaker's got a very high level left hook. It must be 4 stars. I'm sure it is. But yeah, kept finding a home for it. Good work, good job, good solid pressure, and yeah, people. I mean, it seems tonight that pressure fighting. It's been one of 2 cases. Either people have been overwhelmed by the pressure, or they've been able to get the takedown and finish on the ground. So it's kind of an interesting look at what the current meta is, because block breaking happens so frequently. Because block breaking, the block bar is a lot lower. Pressure fighting does definitely work, but obviously if you're coming forward, not only burning stamina, you walk straight into clinch range. It only takes someone covering up 2 or 3 times and then just grabbing the single collar. So I'm sure we'll see adjustment as time goes by, but Zarek with the pressure and getting the win. Right, on to the next one. Bantamweight division this time.
All right, we got the big man himself, Z Hunter versus Palin. So this is my first time seeing Z Hunter fight in the ESFL. This isn't his first fight though in the ESFL, but
I think he's done an exhibition match before. If you don't know Mr. Z Hunter, guys, he is the president of the ESFL. That's his official title, and he is a fantastic competitor in Ea Sports UFC. Has been competing for a long time. Took second place in the UFC 2 Grand Tournament, and didn't compete too much in the ESFL in UFC 3. Chose to sat out, chose to work alongside with other staff and team to get the ESFL off the ground, get it up and running. And he's here. I mean, this is an exhibition match, but maybe he'll continue to compete, representing the Vegas MMA fight camp, which is a stable of some of the best fighters in the freaking game. Demar, obviously himself, Onza, I think Kinetic's Vegas, isn't he? Is Kinetic Vegas MMA? Maybe, I'm not sure.
I believe so. Yep.
And he's taking on Palin here. Palin again is a vet. He's been a multiple-time champion in the past, which is true. And yeah, he wants to prove that he's got a better understanding of fighting than most of the guys. Z's a great fighter. It's a nightmare matchup for me. No one will be more surprised than me if I pull off the upset. So he is coming in not very confident here. But let's see what Z can do here. Z with the Cody Garbrandt pickup, which is kind of strange for me. Pulls guard on him.
There.
Interesting.
Yeah, so what we're seeing here, Z is going to have the advantage on the feet, and then Palin is going to have the advantage on the ground. So that's why you're seeing Palin go to the ground here. And he has the fight exactly where he wants. And look, Z Hunter really good at moving his head on the ground. I think he's comfortable here. Let's see if Z can get this fight back to the feet where he has the advantage with Cody Garbrandt.
It's interesting that I'm seeing Z box. I really thought he would just take him down and get a submission. It's weird not seeing this because Z is probably one of the best, if not the best grappler. Well, he didn't compete for 3 in UFC in ESFL, so we don't know that, but definitely everyone knows his accolades as a grappler. But right here, he's got that full tie against the cage, using all the fastest MMA, takes the back, drags him down. Nice job, Palin, with the deny, and circles back out. Nice straight left as well.
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt, one of the best guys on the stand up there with a punch speed of 97 and a punch power of 98. So Z wants to keep this thing standing, and let's see if he can knock out Palin here with Aljo, who is a wrestler. I like that guillotine attempt. Good job stuffing it. Beautiful work though to grab the clinch straight away as Z's putting all this pressure on him, and a nice big left hand by Z there as well. Beautiful single leg shot as soon as that leg kick came in. Yeah, look, and I'm seeing Palin. He was just really dedicated here to getting those takedowns. He definitely stayed committed to just getting those takedowns. And this is where he wants to keep the fight right now. Already landed some big shots on Z, but very experienced. Z is going to be able to get this fight, back into his favor. He's good on the ground, and he has Cody Garbrandt. And look here, let's see if Z can posture up and start landing some big bombs of his own.
A bit desperate to go for that get up from full mount against someone like Z Hunter, who's seen that a million times. Good solid ground and pound, all bouncing off the head of Palin there. Didn't really take any damage to the block, all coming off that head health, which is not good. And now you've got Z Hunter on top of you, inside control right here. Nice bump, back to half guard, straight back to mount for Z, who's going to break away and land these ground and pound, like you said, Boxer.
Wow, big ground and pound by Z Hunter here. It seems like he has the advantage on the feet and on the ground here just because of his skill. And look how he's mixing up
that's it.
There. See, that's the thing there. What we saw, Z Hunter throwing round strike and straight strikes to mix it up to keep your opponent like kind of guessing what you're going to do. And wow, big win there by Z Hunter.
Yeah, Z, I mean, it showed some good stand-up on the feet. Went to the ground a couple of times initially and looked to be getting back up, but it was Palin who shot that single leg takedown that he nailed beautifully. But Z, I think, had enough of that. Reverse position on the ground, took top position, and then from there, it didn't take him very long at all. I will point out, Palin had full block when he got knocked out. I mean, I guess he was just trying to move his head. He didn't block at all. He had a whole block gauge to be able to put his hands up for and cover up, deciding to try and move the head instead. Obviously didn't work out for him, Boxer.
Yeah, it did, man. That was very impressive by Z Hunter to come out and just like put on such a performance. Obviously wanting to keep the fight standing, but if you are very educated in all facets of the game, no matter where it goes, you're going to be comfortable. And that's what I'm seeing with Z Hunter. Very well rounded when you pick up a striker, but then you have the skill to complement that striker's disadvantages on the ground with your own skill, and you just have a complete fighter there. Very good fight there by Z Hunter, and very impressed by that performance.
All right, moving on. We've only got 3 fights left.
Wow.
Let me take a quick look at the fight card one more time. We've only seen it once at the start of the event. Great fights so far. We just had Zarek and Lemus Khan. Zarek getting that win over Lemus Khan with a beautiful overhand into the left hook. And then Z and Palin right here. Z Hunter, great job executing that beautiful ground and pound. We'll see if Z comes back to compete continuously throughout the course of the ESFL here in the new season. Thank you for all these subscriptions, by the way, guys. We appreciate the love. Thank you for supporting the team. You should know that all of the at the moment, currently, all of the subscription funds that come in go straight back into prize money for the fighters in these tournaments. So any sub you do come through, we will pool it and accrue it and give it away as prize money. Currently, anyway. Right, okay. Now we have Davikin and Styles. Then we're moving on to Peyton and Swiss and T2Shifty versus Romero. What a great lineup in these next 3 fights. These guys are ready. It's middleweight one more time here, and we're going to move straight in to this fight. Davikin and XYZ Styles. What a matchup, honestly. These cards yesterday, towards the end of the card, and today are absolutely stacked.
Yeah, definitely. So hold up, I need to get the actual link here.
No
are we
problem.
going with Davikin's link?
We are indeed. If you don't know anything about these two guys, both have competed in the ESFL throughout the course of UFC 3. Both real veterans, both very well balanced and well rounded as well. As you can see there, Styles, a former ESFL champion. Anyone who can win the title in the ESFL, guys, it's not an easy thing to do. Trust me, you got to show up and beat the best player in the world at that time. It's never an easy thing to do. He was a master of the side control in UFC 3. Let's see if he uses that this time around. If he can take Izzy down, who does have some weaknesses in the grappling stats. It's definitely an effective strategy to win. And, Robert has a great top game, Boxer.
Yeah, Robert does have a great top
OCOL
top
is my
game.
bad.
Oh, yeah, he has Romero. So yeah, not Izzy. So yeah, Styles there with that Romero pickup. Definitely a great on the ground there. But Davikin here with this Robert Whitaker pickup. But look at there, look at that takedown already by Styles. Let's see what he's going to be able to do with it.
Styles always been able to mix up his game. Romero is a great pick if you want to hit those takedowns as well. Nice ground and pound from the top.
Yeah.
Dabikin just blocking right now.
Yeah, huge ground and pound, ground striking a 96 here with Romero with Styles. So you can't make a mistake here by posting to the wrong side or moving your head right into a round strike. You got to be careful because this is some big extreme power from the top here from Romero. So nice transition block to keep the fight right here on the ground, and now he's postured up, getting ready to land some huge bomb. Look at that.
Nice. Good job. Getting back up right there. I mean, you know, Dab came into this fight wanting to grapple XYZ, having none of it, initiating the offensive grappling first, just to stay on top and do as much damage as possible. So this is beautiful work by XYZ, just taking Dabikin by surprise and out of the element of where he thought this fight was going to take place, and now raining down shots continuously.
Yeah, this is just too much that XYZ is putting on Dabikin right now. I would be holding on to that posture up. Oh, nice slip there. Surprised he didn't get a reversal there. But let's see. I would be holding on that posture up because that's exactly what he wants to do. One more of these, you never know with all that power. And look at that nice sweep there, Palin. Now we got Robert Whitaker and Dabikin on top. Let's see what he's going to be able to do as he returns some of that same power.
Nice big hooks, winging them. Oh, beautiful job right at the last minute. Committed to the straights way too many times. Oh, just sorry, not way too many, but slightly too many times. And a beautiful slip and reversal right there. But it was a bit scary for XYZ there, Boxer.
Yeah, definitely. It is scary whenever you're sitting there getting ground and pounded because one of those strikes can end your night. But you got to be calm, move your head, know that that straight is coming. And that's what we've seen by both of these guys able to reverse each other, going back and forth. They put damage on each other in this first round, and these guys are very knowledgeable. They've shown that from what we've seen so far on the ground. Now let's see if you can keep him postured down and survive this round and get the fight back to the feet if you're Dabikin with Robert Whitaker.
Nice job. The full guard sweep off to the left and then hits the backside sit out. This is nice. 30 seconds left. There's the posture. Like we said, more damage to that block. Just sneaking a couple through to the head there as well. Nice, solid work.
Yeah, wow. Dabikin has to watch his stamina right now. Oh, yeah, look, XYZ was going for it. He saw it and he went for it. 3, 2, 1 seconds, and they're out of the first round.
Almost had a heart attack there.
First round. Yeah, let me know, Baylor, who do you think took that first round? It seemed pretty even to me.
I think Styles with the takedowns will probably take that. Not that the reversal, didn't matter for much. That Styles getting a lot of damage once he reversed that position. No, Dabikin reversed the position. That's right. Sorry. In my sheet, their colors are blue and red, the same as they are in game, but they're swapped around the other way. So I'm getting confused.
Yeah, exactly. All right, second round here. Coming out, I'm pretty sure this fight may go to the ground. I see Dabikin doing a little bit of keeping his hands down there. Oof. He's pre-denying, so he wants to keep this ground he wants to keep this fight standing. Doesn't want to go to the ground. Wow, nice exchange there. But XYZ still trying to pour it on.
Yeah, Dabikin trying to just sit on the back foot and fight away from this. There's a nice stuff on that ankle pick. Good job. And, XYZ's really stepping in, throwing strikes. There's a nice overhand and then a shot. Beautiful work. That's what you want to be doing. I was going to say, he should try and catch him coming in because XYZ's just walking forward, punching. He's not really closing the distance and setting his strikes up. And he did that right there by landing the overhand, timed it beautifully, and then shot the double leg. I love it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm surprised that he wanted to take this fight to the ground, but he's on top. I think he feels like he almost ended the fight in the first round. Maybe he can posture up right here from half guard.
I think he wants that side control.
Yeah, some more ground pound. Okay, so he went to the top here on full mount, and he is landing some huge bomb. Nice post there by XYZ to stay alive here.
Yeah, good job. Right. Dabikin still on the top, though. 240 left in this round. Nice little bump back to full guard. Let's see what Styles can do from his back as Romero. Maybe set the sweep. Some fakes coming out as they exchange little punches. There's the posture up after that. Nice. Couple hooks down the middle. Nice slip. Look at Styles.
He's pretty nimble there on the ground. Need Bruce Leroy to come up with something slick there. That's crazy.
I think we'll definitely see an evolution in ground and pound defense throughout the course of this game. Because right now, there aren't many systems in place. People are just trying to use what they can use. But XYZ showing off some nice head movement right there. Dabican just holding his top position, though. Just transitionally faking and posturing up. Now he's taking half guard.
Yeah, now if I see somebody moving their head around like that, you want to definitely throw some round strikes in there to catch your opponent. But look at these guys just sweeping and reversing each other. And this is a new position here. That's a new animation here. You got to be cognizant of the R2 and up denial. These guys are going back and forth here. And now we got XYZ on top. Let's see if he can posture up and return the favor here, Balaam.
Oh, good work right here. Top position once again for XYZ. Back to where he was before. 20 seconds left in this round, though. Dabican had a lot of top control and landed a bunch of his own ground and pound. So this has been a complete grappling match so far. Yeah,
definitely. I'm surprised, man. I thought that Dabican was going to keep it on the feet, but yeah, he took it to the ground in Romero's whirl, and he did a pretty good job there, man. That's how that meta plays out, man. We're seeing a lot of defense and answers to a lot of things that people had questions on. So this is something that I'm going to actually review and look at how they got out of all of these positions, and they're doing a really good job here, sweeping each other back and forth. And I don't think that this is going to stay standing here in the third round.
Right, nice shot by XYZ, but there we go. Dabby stuffing the ankle pick. Same again here. 1-2 and a shot of his own. Outside leg reap, and good work there as well.
Yeah, that was a nice example of hitting the takedown when you had that grab advantage. But look, when he went to the ground, we still have to get used to defending with that R2 and up there to get that sweep.
I believe
XYZ on top.
I believe that sweep was in the game previously. I think now it's just on the face button. Before it was behind L1. I think you had to hold down to get it, and not as many people had it. But now a lot of people have that position. So yeah, you got to watch it. You got to dig the underhook and over the top.
Here it is again. Yeah, we just got to get used to that animation. But let's see. Dabican there. Wow.
This is bad. You might sink that choke in. He's going to go for it. Nice defense.
Wow, it's like 2 or 3 transition denials here. Look at the stamina there on Dabican. He has to be careful here. He's in a world of trouble.
He got it locked in.
Got it locked in. But look at this race here. It's pretty even.
Oh, he's heading up there, but he's going to miss the chain on the arm by XYZ. Must kick himself for that one. I can't believe that he could have stepped over. And now Dabican's still desperately trying to hunt him down here, stay on top. He's doing a good job here, though, but it might be a little too late. No, he's all over it. He's following him. He's found the groove here. He's going to get the tap. Great job.
Wow. And XYZ came back in that race, Balin. I mean, at first, the skate and Dabican was winning, and then XYZ kind of locked in, played that mini game correctly, and came back even though he missed the chain. That's some exciting stuff when you get into that submission game, and the submission game is so balanced. Yeah. And what I'm seeing now is that race is fun to watch and see it play out.
Yeah, I really like the new submission system. Some people don't. I think it's just new. You just got to learn it. But I really like the new submission system. It's a lot of fun. It's I don't know. It's nice. It feels good to play with, especially the joint submissions and just easing on the triggers. Yep. I enjoy it as well. And knowing positionally when those button prompts come up, a lot of people think that they're random. They're not. If you lock the armbar on from full guard, you start in the first position and there's not going to be a button prompt. Then you move and swing your leg right over the top. Then that gives them the opportunity to slam you, so that's coming up. If you can stop the slam, the next stage comes where you roll them over, and then from that position, you're going to be able to throw strikes. So the bottom prompts appear at different stages of the submission as you move through the technique and progress to finish it. So you just got to learn at what stage in the submission you're going to be either able to slam or throw strikes based on the position of your fighter as you progress through. As you lock the armbar, you don't get to throw strikes until you're here. and you've got them laid out, you know, that button prompt will only appear at that stage of submission. The slam will only appear when you still have your elbow in tight and you're trying to pull up. As soon as they break down your posture, you're not going to get that option. So you have to learn where the button prompts will appear between each submission.
Okay, nice breakdown analysis and some
mate.
Some
knowledge
no. Yeah, that was some knowledge. I didn't know that. I really hadn't broken down the submission game. But question for you. So when you go through each one of those positions, the same button doesn't pop up every time though, right?
True. Yeah, it's a different, okay. It can be X, circle. It can be any of the face buttons, I think, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're coming down on Palin already to the co-main event of the evening. We got Swiss versus Peyton. I mean, this is getting down to the champions right here, Palin.
It is indeed, man. I mean, Peyton's a competitor who he's been around for a long time, especially in the ESFL, and he's also he held the belt for a while, I believe, right? Yeah, he did. He's trying to get back to that, and he thinks he's going to maul Swiss right here. Now, Swiss is one of those fighters who fights with an incredible amount of pressure, pours it on opponents, tries to dig it out in the late rounds and find a way to win, and he's done that many times. So this is a fantastic matchup. This is one of those matchups that we're seeing now at the start of the season or the start of the UFC 4 game cycle. But either of these two guys, if they can pull together their game, their own personal games, we could see either of them as champion in the future. It's literally one of those, either of these guys could win the belt at some point during this game's life cycle. So if you're new to the ESFL, you know, you'll be hearing names come up a lot. The name Peyton, the name Swiss Libax are two names you're going to want to learn, as well as Dabakan that you've heard here tonight, Styles, definitely Z Hunter, Lemus, Zarek, Ziaf, Papa Doc, and Declan, Lexa. All these are names that you're going to be hearing a lot. So these two guys right here, Peyton and Swiss, know the names because either of them could walk away with the belt at some point during the season.
Yeah, I like this Yan pickup. I think he's going to be able to hang with, especially with Swiss, man. With this Yan pickup, he's going to be pulling on to the pressure. One of the perks is Predator, faster movement when advancing or moving sideways, and this is what Swiss likes to do. He likes to just come forward and put it on. And so with this Predator perk, I really want to see how he's going to be able to use Yan. This is going to be very tough here for Peyton. And but look at this, he's already getting Swiss backed up, but here comes Swiss right back. And look at these guys, look at this action, baby.
Ooh, damn, in tight in the pocket. Beautiful head movement from both of them. Beautiful left hook after slipping there, trying to come up top with a lead head kick. Damn, man, so much for the pressure of Swiss. Peyton looking so clean right here. Beautiful slips. That's it. It's over. No, it's not. Oh my God.
Yeah, see, yeah, now Swiss needs to not just come out. He just likes to come out and just leave nothing on the table, throw everything at you and the kitchen sink, and he's still doing it. He's going to stay committed to his style, but it looks like Peyton is just going to be picking him apart with that nice stand-up of Cody Garbrandt.
He needs to be careful throwing that straight right because Peyton keeps slipping and throwing that left hook, so he needs to set it up. Nice pull counter into the straight, lead overhand. Another again with the straight, and there you go, the Predator perk. Like you said, with Swiss, going to pay dividends for him as he keeps putting that pressure. Peyton needs more of these slip and rips, man. This is what helped him, you know, execute those quick flash knockdowns earlier. Rip the body, do something to stop this pressure.
This is some very fast stand-up here, and it's definitely a switch in a pace from the other ones that we've seen. And man, this is a very exciting fight here, and Swiss just pouring on the pressure, even though he's been knocked down and he's been hurt, he's still pressing forward. Nice
movement there by Peyton, exiting out and throwing a couple of hooks there. 1, 2, lead uppercut, left hook, just winging. Swiss backing up now. Look how much head health he has, man. Peyton's taking chunks off that health bar.
Yeah. And then look at this right here. Look at that stamina there that Swiss is already gassed out, and we knew that he was going to do it. And man, I'm really impressed how Peyton handled this pressure. And look at there, he had the takedown.
Nice.
And he got that automatic spear takedown. And look at here, he's raised up here, and oh man, look at that dropping huge bombs.
Oh, he's gonna move his head. Good work by Peyton there. I mean, that's what you want to see. You got the window, you grab it right there. Power straight through on that driving spear takedown, like you said. And Swiss on the bottom now. He will get some time to recover here. I mean, he was taking some big shots on the feet. They both were. But it's Peyton coming forward with the 4-punch combinations, ending with either the lead hook or the lead uppercut multiple times, and just catching Swiss at the end of these 3- and 4-punch combinations where perhaps he's not expecting it.
Yo, there it is. Swiss with the cue right in there.
Oh, the head kick. No block. Swiss with the pressure. There's no block left on Peyton. Nice. Ducks under for the single.
Wow, man, that's nonstop action here. And look, even still, will they get out the first round?
Oh!
Wow. That was nonstop action there from two of the greatest fighters in the ESFL. And, man, we just need to take our breath because we already know you better hold it when that second round comes, because Swiss is moving forward, Peyton is moving forward, and, man, we're just seeing, like, two titans just colliding in the center of the ring right now. One of the best fights that we've seen so far.
Here we go, touching them up again here, coming up for the second round. 2-3-2, nothing doing. I love bantamweight, man. It's still my favorite division. I just love the speed of it. So much fun.
Yeah, this is a very fast pace.
Beautifully timed head kick. And another one.
Yeah, definitely a very technical matchup.
Oh.
These guys are looking at the combinations that each one of them is throwing, and if they get a beat, they're going to do that minor sway. And then look at that huge right hand there by Swiss, and you know he's going to come with the block breaks and gets a huge knockdown there. This is going to be it. Peyton's back up to his feet. Let's see if he can collect himself, Bailey.
Landing those rear uppercuts as well. Lead hook, rear uppercut, rear uppercut. There again with the shot. Sensible. Nice.
Okay, now he, and when he gets the takedown, he does something with it, Balin. He's getting gassed out. Let's see what Swiss is going to do. Can he get it back to the feet?
Peyton just unloading. And, you know, if you're Swiss, you've got to recognize he keeps just posturing up. You've got to stop it. It's too much damage from that position at all costs. Watch the animation and stop him from posturing up. That's all he should be worried about right now. There it is. There definitely. We go.
All right, he's back, and look, he's just throwing everything. These guys are just throwing their stamina completely out. You can't take it with you, so you might as well use. All right, here we go, Bailey. We're getting inside the submission
Sit for the
race again.
Guillotine.
The escape is winning, but look, the submit is coming back, Bailey. Look at this.
He's going to try and match the pattern and lock it down, find a nice smooth groove, and follow the pace of Peyton. There's the counter. Everyone missing these face buttons here as well. No step over for the Vonch Flu. Doesn't want it. He's going to nab it. He's going to nab it. He's going to nab it. It's right there.
Swiss coming back.
He got it. He got it. Oh, and he didn't step over.
Bailey, this is the second time that we've seen right at the very end. It seems like the submit player has advantage in that tight race. Wow. That's interesting.
Wow.
I mean, the race was so tight. It seems like initially Peyton was winning that escape race, and then Swiss just came back out of nowhere at the end. You got to stay focused throughout that long mini game.
You do.
That was a great fight.
There was a lot of movement from Peyton. I think he could have maybe slowed a little, but obviously Swiss was really hunting that guillotine. I think Jan's submission stats are a bit higher than what you would expect, and he snagged it. And, you know, he had to pay attention to the face button. He could have just hit the X, stepped over, but maybe Swiss also beat him to it. Maybe that's why he didn't get there fast enough.
You know, Jan's submissions is only at 84.
84?
So 84
there you
for
go.
Yan. He's 2.5 stars.
You got to work on that ground game then, I guess. And that sub defense, it's a new system for everybody. Swiss hunting it down, executing very well. And there was a close matchup as well. Peyton getting a lot of rocks, a lot of damage early. I mean, that fight could have been finished by ground and pound so many times. But Swiss walks away with the win. And that's MMA, baby. That's MMA.
Yeah, you can't ask for nothing better than that when you have a very talented Peyton coming out, just handling all of that pressure that Swiss was throwing, and then Swiss you know, we've seen him come back. He had some of the best comebacks in ESFL history. And here's another one of them. He faces adversity in the first round. He comes out in the second round, and you think that he's going to he's going just for the knockout, but he shows you. You go to the ground with Swiss, he can submit you. These guys are very talented. They spend a lot of time on the game, and they can end you from any position. All of these fights tonight is a lot to be learned from that I'm going to go back and watch. Congratulations to both of those guys. Peyton, an amazing job. But tonight was a night of Swiss, and he did a great job. I know he feels good with that win. Looking forward to seeing both of those guys back in the octagon.
Wow. Yes. And talking about other people who have put a lot of time into the game, that puts us nicely in towards our main event of the evening tonight. RomeroXVII taking on T2Shifty, a short notice replacement coming in ahead of Kinetic NRG, who couldn't make the fight tonight. It's going to be bantamweight, which is probably Romero's best division, because he's been grabbing that Aljo pick for a long time now. And if you're fighting Romero, you've got to be aware of a couple of different things. The way he sets things up on the outside, his ability to make fakes and cause you to step in and commit or try and beat him as he tries to step in, and also his grappling and his submission game is very high level. So with Romero, it's going to be a patient approach, pressure, make mistakes, force errors from you, and also that submission threat is going to be always there. But T2Shifty is an LEC champion. He is a well-rounded striker. We have seen him perform very well against some high-level opponents. But Romero coming back strong, had a great rise towards the end of the run of UFC 3, and now UFC 4 is kicking things off. Definitely one to watch and could be a future champ here.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these guys are champion caliber. T2Shifty been in a championship fight. Romero, we've seen him against one of the greatest fighters, Unibot. And Romero, one of the best, the most technical fighters. These guys want to make sure. They want to make sure they got a lot of respect for each other, and that's what you're seeing right here. They respect the skill of one another. We're seeing a nice crispy stream right here. Romero here in the red gloves, T2Shifty in the blue.
Good job by Romero there. You can see the fakes already from the outside. Grabs the single collar, nice. Puts him down immediately. No follow-up right there, and they're both just touching the leg kicks. Shifty stepping in with the double jab. Have to be careful there as well.
Yeah, Shifty has a very nice stand-up, but Romero knows every single nuance about this game, and he knows how to handle everything that's thrown at him. This will be a huge win for T2Shifty if he can pull something together here. He definitely has a fighter to do it with, Yan, and let's see what he puts together.
Nice job landing the roundhouse to the body. This is a good strategy from Shifty, putting some pressure on Romero. This is definitely what you want to be doing. You don't want to move backwards because you'll find it very hard to time anything. He'll bait you out with leg kicks and fakes and then try and set things up. So Shifty doing a great job here, applying a little pressure and taking the fight to him. Nice leg kick again there by Shifty. This is a real good, calm and patient strategy from both fighters.
Yeah, definitely. And
nice
with Aldo, he has a nice punching speed of 94 and a power of 93. But Shifty has the advantage on the feet with punching power and speed of both 95 with Yan. But look at there, nice body kick there. But you got to be careful throwing those inside body kicks up close. We saw an uppercut there by Romero, but it seems like T2Shifty is doing pretty good here to start things off.
Not too bad as well. Romero executing some nice clean counters, finding homes for that outside leg kick right there. Sitting in the pocket a little too long, eating the return of the uppercut. There we go. See, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Shifty steps in, 3-punch combination. He's left himself right in range after finishing the combo. Romero grabs the clinch and then sits him down. That's what you should do every time someone wades into you like that. Good job.
Yeah, definitely. So coming up here, 1 minute, 15 seconds left, and Shifty looking pretty good on his feet. He's definitely done some damage here. Nice. And look at that huge leg kick there. And Shifty has to change stances here. And now you're going to see a little sleep in here because he's in that switch stance.
Love
and
that.
And his switch stance is a 95, so he doesn't lose much. But when you're playing some of the best players, any little advantage helps there. And that was a nice little kick
beautiful
there from Romero. Timed it perfectly.
One thing that to always factor in when switching stances, your head movement reads are now different. Your head movement reads must be slipped to the opposite sides. And that is a big factor. More than the difference. Oh, left hook. The high-level Jose Aldo left hook. You cannot underestimate the speed and power that thing has behind it. Romero plants and throws it, snaps it straight out as the right straight came down the pipe for Shifty there, who was turning on that pressure. But yeah, you want to be careful not get caught slipping, and he was right there.
Yeah, definitely. And a 96 head movement there by Aldo. I mean, it's just a really good pickup here by one of the best technical fighters in the game here. Romero will let you know he's one of the best guys in the world, and he's showing why tonight.
Yeah, Shifty stepping into range right there as well. He wants to be really careful against Romero and especially Aldo of letting him strike from a stationary position. If you're in range where stationary strikes can hit you from Aldo, they're going to do a lot of damage and they're going to be really fast. So you need to get in, get out, and sit on the outside. Make him move forward. Don't let him throw from a close position where the strikes will come out even faster and be more powerful.
Yeah, definitely, man. Both of these guys here exchanging strikes, and look at there, Shifty has to change stances again because Romero, whenever he's placing that left leg forward, he's taking advantage of that. So it seems like he's going to have to fight the rest of this fight in southpaw, and he doesn't want to do that.
Nice kick again. There we go with some knees from Shifty. Good work here, holding that clinch position, mixing it up nicely back to southpaw here as well. Good management of the stamina from Shifty here as well as Romero. There, nice roundhouse.
Yeah, both of these guys doing a great job of protecting their body and managing their stamina.
Shifty ducking under a lot. We'll get him under that left hook, but I was about to say the uppercut will come and follow up. Beautiful rear uppercut, left hook right there, straight to the back. Here comes the backpack. No, not this time. The knee. Bait it out. Left hand, lead uppercut. That's got to be it. Shifty has got to find a way out of here. More shots coming in.
These are some beautiful combinations here. Beautiful technical work here by Romero. I mean, like he says, he's coining himself. He is the best fighter in the world right now at UFC 4, and he's showing why.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few games in with Romero, and I can definitely vouch for the man's ability, and he does a great job at turning it on when he needs to. As soon as there's an opportunity, he will explode and capitalize for every second that he has that momentum. Apart from that, it's a very cerebral approach, but right there you saw just continuously pouring on the combinations when he had Shifty hurt, and he is still very hurt right now. Beautiful front face.
Yeah, these guys clash. Now, make no mistake now, T2Shifty is still very dangerous. Now, he switched back to the orthodox position. Let's see if he can protect that leg, because that's the first thing that I think that Romero is going to look for, is an opportunity to land one of those devastating leg kicks here on a hurt left leg by Peter Yan.
Nice four-punch combination right there. Romero stepping in. Outside leg kick. That rear uppercut caught him, though. Good job by Shifty. He has to just be careful stepping in like that with the jab, because every time he steps in, nice slip off the center line. That's what you want to see. And now the tie clinch. Just beautiful by Shifty right there.
Yeah. And that's one thing that Shifty may want to do, is try to look for opportunities to get in that clinch, land a couple of strikes, mix it up, but then take a huge right uppercut there from Romero and dropped him again, baby.
Nice knee. Oh, the front kick as well. Wow. Great job by both fighters. You know, Romero, fantastic job capitalizing right there. The stationary strikes are the story of the fight. Whenever T2Shifty has stepped into range, Romero just has already got something like, you know, wound up. He's got it charged and locked and ready to go. And he looped in that rear uppercut right there. Shifty definitely feeling like he doesn't want to be going backwards, so he's forced to fight forward, putting on the pressure to Romero. And because of that, he's walking right into these counters. Beautiful lead uppercut, roundhouse up the top. There's no block left, so you know he's going to keep the pressure on. And Romero smells blood now. He's trying to walk him down.
Yeah, one thing to be learning from Romero is these combinations. If you want to understand what combinations work best, then look at this fight, because he's definitely throwing the combinations that's going to break your block and then do that little bit of damage.
Straight
more to
right.
knock down.
Big left hook.
You've seen big left hook, and then it seems like he's trying to go put him out of his misery there. And that was a clean technical finish against a very high level T2Shifty. We'll see T2Shifty again
for sure.
Play some other competition, and you'll see how good this guy is. So whenever you get Romero able to technically break down a fighter of that caliber, it shows you just how good this guy is.
For sure, for sure. And that was a good performance by Romero. T2Shifty had his moments and did a good job trying to mix things up, but Romero just showing off the stand-up, showing off the striking, able to fight with pressure, able to fight countering, moving backwards, and just definitely, like you see, when he gets you hurt, he's able to execute and find the finish or really find a home for those knockdowns. So Romero just capitalizing on every asset, every facet that was given to him, and he's going to be a tough man to beat on UFC 4. Let me tell you, there's a couple of names out there that might have a shot. You know, Mr. Ed Parker springs to mind. There's a few of the big boys. Brand new Mac looking good as well.
Yeah, brand new Mac. Yeah, Papa Doc. We saw that today. Like, yeah, man. It's Z Hunter looking good.
Yeah, Z.
I mean, like, yeah. So it's some guys out here. I want to see some matchups. I'm really excited to see what Papa Doc is doing, and then I want to see if what Romero is going to do, because he necessarily didn't capture that title in UFC 3, but it seems like he has a jump on things here in UFC 4, and let's see if he can rise all the way to the top of the ranks and then take out some of the best to get what he rightfully deserves, which is that title. So yeah, it's a lot of great matchups, a lot of stories developing, even though that this is an exhibition card. We see it all playing out right here in front of us.
For sure, for sure. I mean, like, you got to remember, T2Shifty took that fight on short notice. So did Romero, obviously, as well. But Kinetic NRG was scheduled to fight tonight. Kinetic, one of the best competitors in the UFC gaming franchise, had a great showing at the start of UFC 3. Took the belt, was unbeatable for a while, and then stepped away after taking a few losses, and didn't really come back to compete. Let's see if Kinetic does show up to fight next time. I would love to see him back. I think he is very talented. So hopefully we can get him back and maybe get that matchup with Romero. I know that was going to be a great fight tonight. Props to all the matchmakers who are putting these cards together, because these have been stacked, and we're seeing some new talent come in as well. Don't forget, if you want to compete, join the Discord. It's at the bottom of the stream here. I'm sure some of the moderators for the ESFL are dropping it in chat as well. Jump in the Discord. Even if you don't want to compete, it's a good place just to come, hang out. We can talk strategy. You can talk with other players. You can find people to fight. There will be community tournaments and things like that. I'm sure other people will be running as well. You can also check the rankings, get updates on the latest card, the information and stuff all coming out from the ESFL. Okay, right. Wow. Great event, that one, Boxer. Not a bad way to start off.
Yeah, definitely.
Double Saturday, Sunday. We're doing well.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, two great events. A huge event yesterday, pulled over 700 plus people watching the stream at the same time. Very high level event today. Over 500 people watching at the same time. Yeah,
Wow.
We definitely growing here in the ESFL, and I'm excited where everything is going. The community is growing, getting bigger, staying positive. We seeing UFC coming in, looking at us. Really excited about the opportunities, not only for the league, individual people. It's just good times right now for the UFC, EA Sports UFC, and ESFL. This is fun.
Indeed. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, we're just getting started here as well. We're going to be running throughout the course of UFC 4. We usually split it up into seasons, so season 1 will begin next weekend after the game officially releases. Then we will start tracking rankings for the fighters, tracking their records, and setting up the first title shots to find out who's going to be the first champion for the UFC 4 cycle. And then we'll run a couple of seasons throughout the year, so maybe 10-12 weeks of season 1, take a little break, come back for season 2. During that time, there'll be special events, tournaments. There's a lot of things for us to play around with now. Backyard mode, Kumite mode, maybe. So we're going to try and cater to you guys as much. I know I'm campaigning to get some creator fighter only belts up there, because I really think we've got so much here, guys, that we need to unpack. Archetypal systems are so incredibly awesome in so many different kinds of competitive esports, and we have 12 excellent, diverse, well-rounded archetypes here to play with CAFs. I really think that we can see a lot of fun. I mean, like, who doesn't want to see, Romero play his own creative fighter with his own style and show up every week, as that fighter?
Yeah.
His strengths, what he likes to hit. You can game plan. Like, I mean, there's just so much there within that I really think we can, as an esport, like, build upon it and get our teeth stuck into. Listen to me here, people. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like you say, Balin, real quick. It's a lot, not only with those created fighters, but then whenever you got those different environments, whether that's the Kumite, whether that's the backyard with I'm a boxer and Kimbo Slice, and you can have we can have backyard fights. We can do a lot of things. And then we can go into the different fight modes, stand and bang only, in the backyard. You can do a lot of things that is going to be really creative that we can sink our teeth in and make it fresh. And so that's what UFC 4 brings to us, a lot of diversity, not only into the 12 archetypes, but diversity in the type of environments and the type of fights that we can have. So I'm pretty sure we got a lot of stuff lined up. We're going to get really creative and keep this thing fun, give everybody a lot of opportunities to get into the ESFL and fight. And looking forward to just starting out, Balin. This is real fun.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of that, what a great segue into the next event will be Wednesday. We're going to be running Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday events so far. That's the plan. Moving forward from these weeks, Wednesday, it will be a UFL event. So here on the ESFL, we have now established a bit of an ESFL network. So we will have other events that won't be for ESFL rankings. They're from sort of other promotions, but they'll be here on the ESFL as part of the network. So the UFL is another league. It'll be here on Wednesday. Then we're back Saturday next week and Sunday as well. So you've got 3 cards coming at you. We won't be here for Wednesday. They'll have another production team, another great set of commentators as well for you. So keep your eye out for that one. I think I'm competing on Wednesday as well. So if you want to see me fight, come watch the Wednesday card. I will be showing up, showing out. So it's going to be a good time. But until then, guys, we will see you then Wednesday, and then next week, Saturday, Sunday, the game drops. I hope you're all excited. Don't forget to check out some of the great content creators that have been featured on tonight's card. Mr. I'm a Boxer is on YouTube. His tutorials are in the game as well if you haven't seen them. All right. Mine are being processed. Yep.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Any last words from you, Boxer, there?
Yeah, nothing. Just great event. Had a great time. Looking forward to seeing you guys at the next event. And so good night, great night of fight.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, we will see you next time. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good rest of your evening. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Monday tomorrow, but the ESFL will be back Wednesday. Stay tuned for the details. Make sure you check in the socials. Follow us on the YouTube. Get in the Discord so you can get the updates. Until then, we will see you next time. Have a good night.